The number one question we get is how much did you pay for the tiny house? We are answering that today. And who built the tiny house? And how did we find the community? So let's dive in. Question number one: how much did we pay?
This is the question we get most, and it's also the trickiest to answer. Here's why. Tiny house costs vary so much that giving you our specific number won't actually help you. The things that affect the total cost: the size, ours is 399 square feet, the quality of finishes and appliances, delivery distance, lot preparation and utility hookups, location and other local costs, carport, shed or other structures, and furniture and setup costs. Tiny houses themselves can range from $50,000 to $175,000 plus, depending on those choices. Then you add delivery, lot prep, structures, furniture, and setup. We ended up somewhere in the middle of that range when you add everything together. But here's what really matters. The real question isn't what did we pay, it's what will your specific situation cost. That's why we're working on a resource to help you estimate those based on your choices. Bottom line, yes, it's a significant investment. We cut our monthly housing costs from $2,600 to $950 a month. That's a savings of $1,650 per month, or almost $20,000 per year, and our house is paid for. For us, the upfront cost made sense for the long-term savings.
Question number two: who built our tiny house?
Platinum Cottages out of Malakoff, Texas. Why did we choose them? We toured models from different builders. What stood out about Platinum Cottages? The quality of the finishes looked solid. The options available for immediate delivery or a custom build done in 3 to 4 months. Floor plan layouts could be modified. You're not restricted to their designs. Pricing was competitive with other quality builders. They're built in Texas, which saved us significantly on shipping costs. We were connected with a design consultant who communicated clearly, walked through customizing our house to our needs, and reached out to clarify instructions rather than assuming. We loved the open concept floor plans and the way the houses are built, using the same building materials as a traditional house, only a mini version on wheels. But here's the thing, a good builder for us might not be right for you. We learned there are specific questions you need to ask. How long have they been building? Can you see examples of their work? What's included in the base price versus upgrades? What's the timeline from order to delivery? What's the warranty and what does that cover? How do they handle issues or the warranty work? And what's their communication style during the build? Here's some red flags to watch for. They're unwilling to show previous work, the pressure to sign immediately, vague contracts or pricing, poor communication during the planning phase, and no clear warranty terms. We asked a lot of questions during our process about finishes, timeline expectations, delivery logistics, setup requirements, and costs. And our builder was patient and transparent through it all. That's what you want. A builder who welcomes your questions rather than making you feel like you're being too picky or asking too much. If they're annoyed by questions during the planning phase, that's a red flag for how they'll handle issues later.
Question number three: how do I find a tiny community?
This was honestly one of the hardest parts. Our search took several months and involved a lot of research, phone calls, and visits. How we started: Google searches for tiny house communities in Texas, Facebook groups for tiny house living in Texas and in our region. We searched YouTube for videos on tiny home community tours and reviews, and asked builders if they knew where communities were. What we learned during the search: we looked at several options. Some were more like RV parks, where everyone keeps to themselves. Others had more of a neighborhood feel. Neither is better or worse, it's just about what you want. Some people love the privacy and independence of an RV park style. Others want the connection and interaction of a neighborhood. Make sure to choose the community culture that best suits your personality and your needs. Critical questions to ask communities: what's the lot rent and how often does it typically increase? What's included in the lot rent versus what you pay separately for utilities? What are the pet policies and guest policies? Can you make modifications to your lot, like landscaping and structures? Are there common areas or amenities that are included? Do residents actually interact? Are there gatherings or events? Is there a waiting list, and if so, how long? What are the rules about generators, solar, parking, etc.? And what's the process if you need to move or sell? When you visit communities in person, pay attention to whether people are outside. Look for signs of community care, well-maintained common areas, and friendly interactions. Notice if it feels more like a neighborhood or a parking lot. Talk to current residents about their actual experiences. Ask about any challenges or surprises they've encountered. We made a spreadsheet to compare not just lot rent, but total monthly costs, including all utilities and fees. Some places looked cheaper on paper, but had higher utility costs or surprise fees. This whole thing is a process. It's not a quick decision. We visited communities and asked what felt like a million questions. There's a system to it, and we're putting together something to help people navigate this without starting from scratch like we did.
Those are the big questions, the ones we get most often in the comments. But we're sure you have more.
Drop your questions in the comments below, whether you're just researching tiny living, whether you're already in your own tiny house, or whether you're just curious about the lifestyle. We've also started compiling helpful resources for things that we actually use and recommend. You can find the list on our website at livingfullworkingless.com/resources. Here's our question for you. If you're already in a tiny house, what do you wish you'd known before making the move? And if you're planning this transition, what's your biggest concern or question?
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. I think I'm done. Is that it?
That's a wrap.